YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage here, and of course I am back in the This is Total War campaign. And as I told you all in my last video, I do have a little boy in the house now. Mrs. Heir and I have our little boy who was born a couple of days ago. So when I record these campaign videos, and I'll get this over quick, I'm going to need to record them a little shorter than I normally do. Yeah, actually, I'll go out here and kind of show you what we've conquered so far. I need to record them a little shorter than I normally do so that I can get more of them. So, because if I record the 30 or 40 minute ones, it's going to be a lot harder for me to do enough of those to get stuff every day. So, I'll probably cut them back to like 20-25 minutes like I used to do so that you don't have like days where no videos are uploaded. I still want to keep it to where I get videos out every day. Still going to shoot for 2 videos a day, though I don't think it's going to happen every day. But I should be able to keep up a pretty nice pace here, especially as we get started. But anyway, yeah, let's get back into things. So we had recently taken this city here, Namnetum, from the Gallic Confederation, which leaves us in a pretty good position. Now Namnetum does have another building here that we don't need. We've already got that building, and we have a horse stables here as well. So I'm going to tear that building down. I really ought to do the research to unlock. Well, actually, the woodworker wouldn't do me much good because we don't have archers. I was thinking of Swaby. Sorry, just went blank-minded all of a sudden, like completely blank-minded. Let's see. Let's take a look at our diplomacy. Okay, nothing's changed. We're still at war with everyone. It looks like we do have an upgrade from the Apache's band of spears that recently took Namnetum. Let's see what kind of stuff we have here. Plus 10 morale for all battles in allied territory. I don't want to fight a lot of battles in my own territory. Extra melee defense for very light units. This one just makes better infantry altogether. Let's see. This one helps me with looting and sacking. This one makes my cavalry stronger. Not really sure what I want here. If I upgrade this one, it just gives me more boosts. This one continues to give me less recruitment cost. And foreign territory boost to morale. That could be pretty handy. Let's go with that. Okay. Alright. I really want to take Visontio. I mean, I really want to get in there and take Visontio. My biggest problem is I can't recruit Cav in this province just yet. Trevorum's trying to complete a horse pens, but we keep getting subverted by enemy agents. But at the same time, I'm converting a large number of enemy agents with this War Maiden. So I'm going to continue to attempt to do this. You can see that my chances are pretty huge. And he's hindered. So I'm not going to spend any more money with my other agents trying to get them to join my side on this turn. You know, as long as he's hindered, I think that means he can't move or act. Yep. So there's no point in me expending any more effort on him at the moment. I do, however, want to use... Let's see. So we have another War Maiden here. Gee, I have a ton of War Maidens right now. Let's see... Let's bring my agent back up here. And this War Maiden is really high rank. Let's get her back in this army for military training so that we can keep passing chevrons onto these troops. I do have a druid here. Let's see. I think best money spent might be to get my scouts down here to start poisoning provisions so that we can weaken these troops. So let's go ahead and poison the provisions here, see how we do. Oh, we actually failed. That stinks. And I have, it looks like one more scout here. Let's try again. Got decent chances. These guys need to level up anyway. So there we go. Basically, that just damages some of their units. It didn't do a whole lot because they don't have the right abilities yet, but eventually I can boost those abilities up. That's all the money I really want to spend on agent actions at the moment. My druids engaged there. Let's see, I've got quite a few chosen swords here. I almost think that if I were to... Let's see. If I were to quickly pop out a unit of chariots, another chosen sword, got plenty of slingers, and maybe one more spear band. I wonder if on the next turn I could make a quick run at Vesontio and take it, because that's basically a full army. I do not have enough money to deal with these agents over here, though I will on the next turn. Let's just put these agents into their agent action position to try and help ward off anything they do towards the settlement. And I should have champions in all these armies, but I apparently have the champion, or the warlord and the war maiden out, trying to take care of enemy agents. So it's going to make it temporarily to where I can't do much. I don't have enough money to poison the provisions of those armies either. This war maiden has ranked up. Let's see. Oh, did I never unlock better military training with her? Maybe she's one of the ones that I converted and she never got it. I mean, this would make her better at coercing, which is never going to hurt. But I mean, she's practically got all of her skills here. Persuade and rally saves, assassination, single combat. Let's just upgrade her authority. Alright. I think that's probably all I need to do for now. And of course I forgot to start my timer a minute ago. I'm already going to screw up my timing. Make sure there's nothing for me to fix or build in any of my settlements. Nope, looks good. And then we'll just double check the diplomacy as always, and it looks like we can end the turn. Let's see if the Celtic Confederation or the Sequani make any moves against me. Let's see. Cherushi. I'm a little worried about them. Man, I would love to take your money, but not gonna happen in this campaign. Okay, Celtic Confederation's trying to move up into my land. Another agent moving up from Vesontio. They're just keeping a steady stream of them. All the more reason why I need to take Vesontio, because I can't get anything done at Trevorum because of it. So, and it's pretty amazing that they pulled off a subversion with all of my agents camped out there. Let's see, what does Vote of Offer do for me? +4 public order. That's good. Alright. Let's see, research-wise. Wow, -10 corruption, -10 political action. I'm not worried about political action cost. 15 wealth from cultures, nice. Tax rates. Ironsmith. I'm trying to remember what the Ironsmith does. Let's go to the encyclopedia and check it out real quick. Ironsmith. Tech. Enables. And units. Ooh, chosen sword band. That's what I need. So let's do the research to build the Ironsmith. So it's going to take 9 turns to get there. Yeah. But that will totally be worth it because I need those chosen units in order to start damaging my enemies more soundly. Let's see. I'm not really worried about building temples at the moment, just because of everybody pretty much being the same culture up here, except for the Germanic tribes. I'm just going to build another farm and reinforce my economy. And let's see, this army's pretty much retrained, so what I'd like to do is see if I have a scout in the area. I do, he's right here. And let us go up here. Both these armies are in forced march. Let's go poison one of them. So we'll do some military sabotage. Actually, you know what? I might save the money, because there's no point in me really poisoning these guys on this difficulty level and the fact that I'm ambushing them. So let's just go ahead and smash them right here. And I am going to go ahead and ambush them because the auto-resolve tends to treat me pretty badly on some of these ambush battles. At least I say pretty badly. It's not like I won't convincingly win it, but they'll probably like kill my scout riders or some other unit that I wouldn't allow to get killed if I fought it myself. So I just want to take care of this myself, make sure this army gets completely destroyed. And I'm going to use that chariot unit. I'd love to get that chariot unit ranked way up. And then I really want to get some buildings built too to upgrade armor and weapons on a lot of my guys. And when you fight one of these battles, of course, you know, you can It's almost like this army needs a little more sword band. Only 6 sword band, or 7 sword band. It's not that many. It's pretty weak infantry corps. Okay, what I'm gonna do is put spearmen here to kind of corral the enemy in from the front and the back. There we go. And I don't need my slingers at all. I'm just going to put them in a hidden position of safety. And I'm going to spread my cav out to... Let's put one heavier cav unit back here in the back. One lighter cav here in the back. And then this unit, I'll just save it and use it to help run people down with it. In fact, I'm going to take this light cav into these soft targets here real quick. So I'm going to hard group these sword band, hard group these sword band, and then we should be able to get all the rest of my attacks issued properly. So here we go.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
And let's quickly get into the scorpions before they can fire. And let's just get all my units in here. Gonna frenzy all my sword band. Maximum damage potential. Good. We've lost very few men. I'm gonna go straight for the spear noble with my general. And that should complete the chain route. Enemy spear noble's already wavering. Yep.
Our general is under attack.
And like I said, this should completely destroy this army, so I want to stick around for a second and accomplish that. So let's bring this unit out of hiding because it can help chase stuff down. Already there's people trying to get out of the encirclement. Spear warriors, levy freemen. What else is getting out of here? Mercenary Gallic warriors. Chase them all down. No one escapes. No one escapes. It's going to be the key here. Alright, yeah, so I've got my men running them down, so I wanted to, like I said, completely encircle them. Make sure that absolutely no one gets out of here alive. And it looks like we've very nearly accomplished that. Let's see, so there's only 12 spear warriors left. Enemy general's gone. All my men are down here cheering at the death of the enemy general. And let's see. Yeah, looks like we've got things pretty well wrapped up. I want to kill a few more of those spear warriors because sometimes they'll let the computer get away with ludicrously small numbers of men. There's 8 levy freemen somewhere, so I want to run them down as well. And those spear warriors are nearly gone. Sometimes the computer can split up all over the map. Ooh, there's a Celtic slinger over here. Where's one of my scout riders? There you go. Hit those guys. Only 2 of them, but nevertheless. Alright. The spear warriors are nearly dead. They've just split up all over the map, which is the only thing making it difficult. See, my guy's like trying to chase down a little single individual men. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward just real quick. Looks like those slingers got off the map, but probably won't make it. We can end the battle. So you see I only took 88 losses and completely crushed the Gallic Confederation army there, so that was totally worth it. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other one, and by crushing both of those armies with few losses, my men should be well poised to move further into Gallic Confederation territory. And keep capturing stuff. And I may have to spread myself a little thin here, but if I do get enough territory secured, I can then kind of grow more powerful so that I can completely challenge all these factions by having enough armies and everything else. Oh wow, look, I actually can't reach those guys in this turn. That's annoying. They got to scoot just a little bit away from me. So let's see if this unit can't reach them either. They're way up in those woods. They won't do any harm from there, at least at the moment. So let's get these scouts and poison the Sequani here.
I'll just put that there.
Let's see how bad the poisoning was. Not too bad. Let's do one more poisoning. Soften these guys up just as much as possible. And that should be pretty good. And then if I have... Let's get one of my War Maidens. Preferably a really high-ranking one right here. Let's try again to manipulate this War Maiden into joining us. I have extremely good chances here. That's annoying. Didn't even hinder the enemy agent. Let's see. I've still got this really good War Maiden here. So let's use her. Try one more manipulation attempt. There we go. So we've picked up yet another War Maiden. Ooh, there's a lot of Cherushi armies right on my border. So all we really need to do to stop that is see if we can... Ooh, it's going to be tricky. Well, this army should be subverted. Let's kind of see the best way to handle this. What do we got here? This army cannot reinforce, and it can only move half of its range. I've got another scout up here. Both these armies are in forced march, so let's see if we can sabotage this Cherushi army. I cannot reach the Cherushi army with that agent, nor any of these agents, because they're just across the river. This is an interesting predicament that I'm in. Let's see if we can get rid of this Shield Maiden. She might be up here causing trouble. Sweet, just picked up another Shield Maiden. So, my plight here that I think I'm going to go with, so this army has been subverted, but if I move it, this army in Vesontio is not completely stopped from acting, and it's possible the Sequani could make an attack on me. What I may do is just move down here a little bit, see what else the Sequani has. Not much. They've got a fortified army there. What would my garrison look like here? So if they were to attack Trevorum, I'd get 7 farmers and 3 slingers, and I'd have to hold off a Spear Noble, Celtic Ballista, Mercenary Longbow Hunters. Possible, but difficult. Let's see if we can subvert this army successfully. At least cutting off some of their movement would be good. Let's try to undermine their authority and see what we get. It was successful. They can only move half their range now too. And what does it say? It says they... Man, my biggest worry is these armies here could just march right across and take Bagakum. Man, they got wolf warriors. That's gonna suck, because I have pretty low quality men. Yeah, they've got some decent troops there. I can block them pretty easily with this army. I'm just worried that the Sequani are gonna lash out at me when I do. This army does need cav though. Well, I actually can't recruit cav up there either. Piece of crap. Well, I'm just not sure what to do, and I'm being kind of indecisive. This army cannot force march its way up to be in a position to defend. You know what? Here, I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna defend Nemedicina, and there's a risk that Cinnabum could be attacked here, and that's just gonna have to be a risk. Let's see if we can manipulate this agent. And they are hindered, so at least that agent can't do anything to me. And yeah, I'm just going to take a calculated risk here and go ahead and assault Vesontio while it's weak with this force. At least I hope it's weak. Last time I attacked it, it had a lot of towers and a lot of men. So I think what I'll do actually is... Oof, man, it can survive for 5 turns too. Let us see. So the last time I fought this city was before the AI went to patch 14, and so they like holed up in their city center. I don't know what they'll do this time. They do have ballista, which very well can destroy my ladders coming towards the wall, and if they destroy my ladders, it could be pretty bad. I say we just risk it and assault the city. So let's do it. Last time I made a risky assault in the city, it ended up being a huge mistake, but we'll see. They don't really have very good troops. If I can get my men on the walls somewhere, I ought to be able to cut them down. And I have plenty of slingers to keep their javelins under fire while I approach, and my slingers might even be able to absorb some of their ballista fire, because the AI tends to fire at whatever's closest. So let's go ahead and start the deployment and see where the best place to attack would be. I mean, if I attack right here, it puts me in a decent position, pretty close to the victory point, although my men would be somewhat bunched up, but then their men would be somewhat bunched up. If I attack over here, it gives them more room to maneuver, more ways to hurt me. You know, I think I'm going to take this somewhat confined space. I'll use my spears to push the ladders up, because my swords are going to be a precious commodity here. And let's keep them hidden just off to the side of the ladders. That way, if enemy artillery starts firing at my spears, my ladders will be out of the way. I'm going to keep my chariots, of course, hidden. I should probably do the same thing, put them over here. And let's get my slingers right up front. Enemy skirmish fire ought to be minimized on this approach as well. Let's go ahead and start the battle. Of course, my shots at them will be somewhat minimized too. I'm going to pull my slingers up into range and just let them open fire.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Actually, I think there's only 3 ladder positions here. Yeah, there's only 3 ladder positions, so just drop. I do not see any Celtic ballista here. And all I can see right now is just a few units garrisoning the walls, and I'm opening fire on them already. The enemy has its own spear warriors there and Celtic skirmishers. I don't see any return fire from the enemy towers yet either, so I actually think I'm going to halt my ladders and let my slingers expend some ammunition.
Units have been discovered.
Been discovered by what? No reinforcements. Okay.
Our hidden units
I am
have
killing
been
a fair
discovered.
number of spear warriors. And if I can get rid of those spear warriors, that means taking the wall might be a little easier, or force the AI... Whoa, wait, whoa, what's this? What's this? Yep, there's enemy skirmishers over there. And there's an enemy spear noble. What else we got over here? Let's get all of our guys out. We gotta watch out for the spear noble. Alright, I'm just gonna let my slingers keep firing up front. Should be good there. I just need to get these enemy skirmishers taken care of.
Hidden units have been discovered.
I don't see any other enemy units over
Our
here.
general is under attack.
I want my general to charge into that spear noble. I'm gonna spread him out a little bit, get a solid charge, and I'm gonna go destroy these mercenary longbow hunters. I want to knock these spear nobles out fast, so I'm going to frenzy and headhunt, and then immediately surround. I don't want to give them the chance to kill any of my men or potentially kill my general.
Is dead.
And there we go. That was a swift destruction. I'm going to take my chariots off fire at will, just in case I need some flaming projectiles later. And let's see, the enemy spear warriors have taken severe losses and are near routing. My slingers still have plenty of ammo to deal with the skirmishers there. Wow, how about that? Air actually kind of watched his mini-map for once. Tell you what, miracles never cease. My general is going to be very tired. Yeah, I've got no... actually, I should stop running him since that thing's on a... tired right now. I'm going to let my general just rest. Alright. So I'm going to need my general. Alright, the AI took its beaten spears back. My slingers are still firing away. I'm going to go go into more volleys. They brought up some of their own Celtic slingers to return fire, but I think it's a little too late, and their Celtic skirmishers are the one taking a pounding from my own slingers, which is good, because Celtic skirmishers are more of a danger to my men anyway. Yeah, there's far more Celtic skirmishers back there, and like I said, I'm just going to keep exchanging fire with the Celtic skirmishers. I'm doing a lot of damage to them because I have a lot of slingers. So we've killed a fair number of men. I might as well just soften the enemy up as much as possible, because like I said, once I get in there, I mean, they're going to be able to throw javelins at my men. Might as well let them expend some of their ammo and lose some men to my slingers, who have quite a lot of ammo. Yeah, it's working out well for me there. And all the while, my general can rest, too. He's already back up to just being winded. So, he ought to recover. That quick frenzy and destruction of a spear noble, sapping their energy somewhat. Good, good, good. My slingers have used almost all their ammunition here. And we've killed a fair number of enemy skirmishers and spears. So the AI defense up here is going to be pretty heavily softened. And I'm not going to allow the AI to completely destroy these silver chevron slingers, because these guys are pretty good. But I am going to move them up and see if I can... Oh, hang on. Enemy units discovered. What's going on? Nothing. Okay. Minimap's still clear. As soon as all my slingers have expended all their ammunition, I'm going to move them up and see if I can bait some enemy javelin fire out. Because I don't want my spears to get completely slaughtered by enemy javelins.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
See, it's a whole other unit of Celtic skirmishers completely gone. Those guys have been damaged badly. So I'd say my skirmishers definitely paid for themselves here. Every unit has over 100 kills against units on the walls, which are great, so those slingers did an excellent job. Let's take our slingers up here in the woods. Not sure. I must have units that are kind of going in and out of hiding. And let's get my extra swords up closer. And I've got an extra spear band I can pull up here too. Alright, so my slingers are now taking javelin fire, but they're shielded by the woods. And I'm going to let them take a few losses before I pull them back, just because I want them to, like I said, bait some of the enemy fire so that less of it can be used on my melee infantry, which is going to be more precious to me. That unit's starting to get pretty damaged though, so I'm going to pull it out. They did their job. My heroic noble is recovered stamina-wise. And I'm going to just keep my chariots hidden out here. This slinger unit's now taking quite a bit of damage. I'm going to retreat it. Yeah, putting my slingers up there in the woods has definitely helped draw a lot of enemy fire that'll keep it away from my my spear infantry. The AI is going to have a lot of javelins, though, because usually you get extra javelins when defending. Extra missile ammo, period. But yeah, as you can see, my slingers are still the ones that are under most of the fire, but now the AI is changing its fire over to my spearmen. And the reason I spent spearmen and not my swordband is twofold. It's partly because they have higher armor and better shield strength, or at least I think better armor. I can't confirm the shield strength. There are enemy spear warriors on top, and I don't want to send my own spear band to fight those spear warriors. So as soon as my ladders have docked, I'm actually going to pull them off the ladders and send my swords up. So what I'll do is just put my spear band... Oh, no, that ladder actually hasn't docked. Go ahead and dock. I'm going to put my spears down here in the woods and let them soak up some fire from the enemy. And at this point, I can now bring up my swords now that the enemy fire is focused on my spear bands. Alright, so now we should be able to assault, and I told you this video was going to be shorter, but it's not, so I guess Air just likes giving you long videos. Come on back down the ladder, spear band. I don't want to get my spear band entirely killed either, so I'm going to bring them back down the ladder.
Proud sons of Britain.
So let's see.
Orders, charge.
Got all my swords here heading up the walls. This has somewhat minimized my losses so far. At least important losses. My spears have taken some pretty substantial losses, and the tower fire is going to take its toll as well. But again, at least a lot of the enemy javelins and slinger fire were expended on either my slingers or my spear warriors, so that now my swordsmen going up the ladders can have more men and hopefully high enough morale. I'm going to bring my general up. He's too far back. My swords are actually experiencing a little bit of morale drop. Oh, this one's actually got really bad morale right now, even with 150 men. They must be getting attacked in the rear penalty or something. Yep.
Swords, man! Swords!
Okay. My general
Britain!
should be in position now. I'm gonna... Oh man, accidentally sent him into headhunt. Hit the wrong thing. I wanted to, what? How come I can't? Oh, that's an inspire. I was thinking I had war cry. Save the inspire for later. Ah, accidentally used it too. Alright, Air, just don't worry about your general abilities, because apparently you're not going to use them correctly. Alright, the gate has been neutralized at the moment. As soon as I get rid of the rest of these spear warriors, at least rally my men. At least I can use one of my abilities properly. Rest of my swordman. Alright. Man, these stupid spear warriors are really holding on. And the longer they hold on, the worse it is, because there's Celtic skirmishers back here, just what seems like never-ending ammo just unloading on me. Freaking rout. There we go. So now I can pour up and actually start making some difference here. And I'm going to bring these guys around. Okay, I am chasing off a lot of their Celtic skirmishers at this point. There's another tower up here that I'm going to be careful of. And these spear warriors can now be defeated. And I've actually caught a number of Celtic skirmishers here that are probably out of ammo. So the AI is probably charging them, but let's go ahead and kill them. The more of their numbers we take away, the more the balance bar will tilt in our favor. There's some Celtic slingers back there. I'm going to get my chariots moved in as soon as we capture the gates, and I can then have the power to run down their fleeing units. Because all these guys have, well, now they've got a spear unit coming to reinforce, so I'm going to have to come back. Let's just capture the gatehouse, and the gatehouse will cover us from some of this fire. Because, I mean, we are getting hammered with skirmish fire back here. This is somewhat reminiscent of the last time that I made my way into Vesontio.
We have captured the gate.
Got picked apart by tower after tower after tower. I actually want to bring my spear warriors in to chase off the enemy skirmishers. And now my towers are returning fire on this blob of men.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
And let's get my chariots ready to come in the gates. We are going to need to take out the enemy levy freemen here. Levy freemen I'm not concerned about. They ought to fall pretty easily. Now, it looks like the balance bar is already in my favor, but I'm worried about what the AI has left up on the top for me. I still haven't found the Celtic ballista that were around. Okay, the morale of these guys is seriously hindered at this point. I'm going to go forward with my spearmen first, again because they're, in my mind, more expendable than my swordsmen. Okay, those skirmishers ought to rout. Yep. Alright, so all my spearmen are coming up. Let's get my chariots up here. And I'm just going to leave my slingers hidden without the city walls. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. All my spear band are moving up.
Orders! For the mother!
Bit of a big bunch of men up here at the front of the column. Let's see, so balance of power is not as much in my favor as I'd like for it to be at the moment.
Sons of the old!
Let's go ahead and pull a few of these guys up. Clear out some space. Okay, just moving my men on up here. This is going to be a big siege because this is a large city. There's the ballista. I imagine they're going to try and open fire on me now. And there's all kinds of towers up here too. All kinds of towers. So yeah, if they open fire on my spearmen, that's going to be preferable. So what I'll do is try and rush through up here and just attack their ballista and neutralize them. I don't know what's guarding their ballista at the moment, but right now their ballistas have been highly inaccurate. I'm gonna capture that tower. Okay. There are a bunch of towers over here too that are gonna shoot me to pieces, so really I just want to kill their ballista and then leave those towers alone. Use one of my spear units here. I'm using one. Kill that, and then I need this one to kill the... Or man, there's even more spearmen over here, Celtic tribesmen. Oh well, we can outflank them. Ooh, are they firing at my other infantry? Yeah, they're firing at my blob now, this is bad. Okay, we gotta quickly disperse this blob. And this tower needs to be captured. Actually capture with this unit here. We need to get around that spear unit and get into those ballista as quickly as possible. Good grief. Those ballista have opened fire all over my blob, and they're starting to get quite a few kills. Okay, let's see if we can get around this little Stonehenge-esque type building. Gosh, dang it, stupid ballista. Okay, I can get around this other Celtic tribesman real quick. Got that Celtic tribesman. I think the ballista fire... No, it's still aimed at me. It's not doing as good now, though. They're hitting their own walls, and their shots seem to be ill-placed. Okay, so now we can get into these ballista units. I'm going to be under heavy tower fire behind them, but even if I just have to sacrifice a spearman to kill these ballista, it'll be worth it. Yeah, I'm under tower fire from multiple directions at this point. But I've now captured my own tower.
We have captured a tower!
Okay, we force back the one ballista unit, let's force back the other, then that means we can pull up the swords. My general is still very much alive, which is a very powerful unit. My chariots are very much alive. And it looks like we're going to pretty easily knock out these ballista here. Let's go ahead and capture these towers while I'm over here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and capture the towers. Oh, they're bringing down sword infantry after me. That's fine. I'll just flee from it and try and get in a better position. Get in there. Gotta get into these tower positions. There we go. These freaking swords are coming straight at me. Let's see if I can get my chariots up here to rout them, because they're gonna kill my spearmen. I'm gonna see if I can get them stuck on that front spear unit while I try and capture both these towers with the same unit. And let's get my chariots up here. I'm gonna put them onto flaming shots, see if I can demoralize the enemy's swords. And I am bringing down both towers simultaneously.
The men are wavering.
Oh, it's kind of a desperate scenario over here against these Celtic warriors. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to turn back around.
Turning in our favor.
I got a ton of kills on those Celtic warriors that time. I'm going to use the whip with my chariots. My chariots are now stuck, so I'm going to have to pull through. You always want to try and use charges to get your chariots to pull through rather than just actual pull-through orders. But sometimes you just got to take whatever you can get. Okay, the enemy sword units are now routed. And my spearmen have successfully captured these towers. I want to try and get my chariots clear of all the tower fire. And we can now focus on the main enemy stronghold. So let's see. There we go. I'm going to see if I can capture a tower back here. And then make an assault from one side. And then I'll see if I can use these damaged spear units to take this tower from the enemy. But if we come all from one direction, we should be good. I am a little worried there's a noble horse up here. That's going to be a tough unit to beat, plus 2 Gallic warriors. No, AI is not going to let me just come straight up. So, in fact, I do not want to focus all my swords on one side. Let's see if we can just get up into this tower radius. Save the... Oh, no. I'm going to save my last few flaming javelins here for an opportune moment. We are luring some of the enemy Celtic tribesmen out of there. This would be a great opportunity to kill them. I am drawing tower fire on my weak spear unit, which should help my swords approach properly. Let's take a couple more sword units this way. And we'll take a couple more this way.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Okay. We're doing alright, folks. I'm gonna take this spear band way over here and see if we can draw an enemy unit out with it. We have, I think that Celtic tribesman's gonna get interested. Plus it kept the tower busy for just a minute. Okay, let's wipe out these
Our men flee the
Celtic
field of
tribesmen.
battle. This is a shameful display.
Okay, I can now get into the radius of that tower. My general is nearby. I think we should be able to fight our way through this. I don't think that my second attempt on Bisontio is going to end in disaster. It was a hard-fought battle. The AI definitely a little harder to take out in the newer patch, but not, you know, it didn't make it incredible. It made it harder. And I'm about to capture another tower. Yeah, we're in really good position here. Let's go ahead and send my general into combat. Inspire some of the troops. And I'm just gonna blob on in right here because I've got weight of numbers. All the enemy units wavering now. Fantastic. So this was, good grief, this was a heck of a fight. Look at the remaining Sequani defenders there, struggling for their lives. Yeah, this ended up not being a short episode at all, so much for my speech at the beginning, but at least you all get a nice long campaign episode. Hope you all enjoyed this one. So finally, Bisontio has fallen to the Iceni, and I may have lost some spear warriors there. That silver chevron's going to make me a little sad if I lose that one. But overall, did pretty well. Little under 3-to-1 kill ratio. Could have been better, but considering how many towers and siege equipment and other stuff they have, it's kind of to be expected. Sequani took massive losses. I did lose one spear band, but it was not the chevron, silver chevron unit. Some of you wanted me to loot cities. Sack, I guess in this case, and it would make me some money, and I know I have to sack to complete the campaign, but I don't want to do it right now because I need the city more than I need to sack it. Because if I just sack it, the AI may be able to get allies and other units into position to fight me off on the next turn, and I don't want that. I want to take their city, get within its walls, and be able to defend it. And that is the case now. And Bisontio has this blacksmith here, and I might be able to go ahead and rethink my army. Let's see, cattle farm, and they got this big old farm here too, which gives me a whole lot of food, but it is hurting my public order. But I've got this building here that would outweigh some of the public order issues. So we'll see how it plays out. But anyway, we've captured Vesontio, heir of Carthage, signing off for now.